y'all, it's Selena. Psych, no, I wish I was. R.I.P. girl, Queen of Tejano, you will be truly missed. But, because I do, in this little outfit I had put together and stuff, I do feel like Selena, you know, like with the red lips and this black outfit and everything. Like, I do feel like Selena in a way right now. My sister had told me that, like, when I had put my little photo dump on Facebook and stuff like that, my sister had commented and had said I look like a black Selena Quintanilla, and I take it as a badge of honor because Selena, even in death, is still that girl. But yes, but besides all that, what's up y'all? It's Alexiana. Welcome back to my channel. Now, in today's video, what I'm going to be doing, I'm coming at y'all with a story time. And with this story time, I'm going to be telling y'all the story about the time my sister and I were racially profiled. Now, this is nothing new to us and stuff like that. Even when we were little, my dad talked to us about how people can be prejudiced towards black people and all the kind of other stuff, and that was nothing new for us. That was nothing unheard of. My dad and my mom had taught us about that when we were real young. It was nothing unheard of. It was nothing new to us. And when this specific situation happened, it's like, okay, like, what the fuck? Like, why? Like, why are you doing this kind of thing? And it just really just was one of them rolling off your back like water kind of things, you know, like it was just like, oh, whatever, okay, and then we just forgot about it the next day and stuff. So let's get into it. So we weren't like physically harmed or anything. It's just one of them like, what the fuck? I mean, what are you doing? Kind of okay kind of things and stuff. We forgot about it the next day, literally. So let's get into it. Okay. So once upon a time ago, yours truly was little. This had to have been when I was in elementary school, because this is around the time my sister was in high school. I think she was in like the 9th or 10th grade at this point, because this took place back in the early 2000s. I think my sister was in like the 9th or 10th grade, and I think I was in like elementary school, like 3rd or 4th grade and stuff like that. And I remember, you know, every weekend, well, sometimes every weekend, my family, my mom, my dad, me and my sister, we will always ride to Tipton and stuff like that in the family car. And we always go to the Supercenter Walmart in Tipton. And after we got done shopping at the Supercenter Walmart in Tipton and stuff like that, sometimes we go deep in the crevices of Tipton and we would go to a little store that I like to call Kmart. Comment down below if you remember Kmart. Comment down below if you remember Kmart, hunty. Like, Kmart was that girl. Like, I am so sad they got rid of that store, but Kmart was that girl, hunty. Like, this specific Kmart stuff in Tipton, like, if you live in the Tipton area, you lived in the Tipton area all your life, you might remember Kmart and stuff like that. And Tipton was that girl, hunty. It was that girl. Let me tell you, I remember back in the early 2000s, saw that, like, this specific Kmart in the Tipton, Georgia area, I remember it used to have a food court in there and stuff, and sometimes me, my sister, my mom, my dad, we would eat at the food court. Like when it was school season, we buy school supplies from there, we buy school shoes from there, we buy school clothes from there, my dad would buy household items from there. Like, we stay by all kinds of shit from Kmart and stuff. Like, Kmart was that girl. That was our second stomping ground after Walmart. Like, Kmart was that girl. Like, hell, my ass was still shop there. Kmart was still around, on and popping. But yeah, like, Kmart was that girl. But one thing me and my sister love to do ever so often is we love to go to Kmart and we buy CDs. Now, bitch, one thing about me and my sister, one thing we got in common, we are big music lovers. Like, we love all kinds of music. You know, rap, R&B, pop, rock and roll, alternative. Like, we like all kinds of music, just depending upon who sings it and stuff like that. I know I do. And big shout out to my parents, to both my mom and my dad. One thing I love about them, they always let both me and my sister express ourselves interest-wise. Like, as far as music is concerned, like, no music was off limits to them. I can remember, you know, being in the back of my parents' car and stuff like that, listening to music with cuss words in it. Like, my parents didn't discriminate. I mean, we had to learn some kind of way. I mean, I grew up in a cussing household, so cuss words weren't foreign to me. Like, it was nothing new. Like, my dad let us hear it all. Like, you know, like, it was nothing new to us. Like, we heard raw raunchy music before. Like, it was nothing new to us. But yeah, Like my parents always let us express ourselves interest wise and stuff as far as music, stuff that other stuff that interests us. Like they let us express ourselves interest wise. And one thing about my parents, like me and my sister, we used to stay getting CDs when we were growing up. We used to stay getting CDs growing up and stuff like that. Like we used to stay getting CDs left and right and stuff like that, whether it be for our birthdays, whether it be for Christmas, special occasions, like we did good in school. Like we used to stay getting CDs left and right. Like me and my sister, our damn CD collections are through the roof. Like we got all kinds of CDs, you name it. But I remember on this particular day, I forgot what the occasion was and stuff like that. But yeah, like we had went to Kmart, and I remember me and my sister, together we had walked to the back where the CDs were kept and stuff like that. And on this particular day, hold on, let me show y'all. Day, I went to Kmart and I got this Shakira Oral Fixation Tour DVD. I went to Kmart and I had got this DVD, this concert DVD. This is what I remember getting that day, that this situation had took place. I remember I had got this concert DVD. And I forgot what CD my sister had got and stuff. Like, and that's not the first concert DVD I got and stuff like that. Like, I've gotten a lot of concert DVDs over the past, like that one. I remember when Beyonce had first came out with her album B-Day, which, fun fact, Beyonce's album B-Day was the first CD that started off my CD collection. The first CD. Beyonce was the first artist I had ever heard of back in the day and stuff like that. And she was the one that first started off my CD collection. So, yeah. Big shout out to you, Queen Bee. So, yeah. Like, I got that concert DVD right there. I remember when Beyonce came with her album B-Day, her deluxe edition, her deluxe edition music video album thing. I remember getting that. I remember getting her concert DVD thing of when she was going on tour for B-Day. I got one from Destiny's Child. Like, honey, I got a lot of concert DVDs. You hear me? So yeah, like I got a lot of those and stuff like that. I remember going to Kmart and getting that on this specific day. And my sister got some kind of other CD and stuff. And when me and my sister had walked back there, we had parted ways for a split second. Oh, well, mind you, once we got back there, we had saw like this Caucasian lady, this older Caucasian lady and stuff like that back there. We didn't really pay her no mind. We just, went back there and had, went our separate ways to look for our stuff. And I had a hard time finding that DVD at first and stuff like that because, they stay moving stuff around the stores. I remember looking for it, and I remember out of the corner of my eye, I saw that Caucasian lady at the end. I think she was on like the left side, like down the aisle and stuff like that. I remember I had caught that Caucasian lady just, watching me as I was looking for my stuff. Like, let me describe her, for instance. Like, she was a Caucasian lady. She was an older Caucasian lady. I think she was kind of heavy set. Of course, she had on the Kmart uniform. I think she wore glasses. She was kind of short. Her hair was either, for lack of a better term, it was like old lady style. You know how the old ladies have their hair curled up and stuff like that. It was old lady style. It was either blondish brown or gray. I could be wrong, but yeah, like she was just burning a hole in me, like watching me get my shit and stuff like that. And I remember she eventually walked off and stuff like that. And I think she did my sister the same way too. And me and her, we just didn't pay her no mind. I got my shit, my sister got her shit, and us being us, we've been doing this and stuff like that. For what I'm about to say, we've been doing this. We got our stuff, and we were fixing to, go find my dad so he can, ring a ding 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 dong us up so we can, get the hell up out the stove and stuff. So I remember, we were walking to go find my dad, and I remember she was talking to my sister at first. She was like, "You have to pay for that back here." And it kind of caught us off guard because we never had to pay for our CDs and stuff like that back there in the back where the CDs are kept. Like, why now? I wonder why. I just wonder why. But yeah, like we never had to pay for our CDs back there before. Like, why now? Like, what's the problem? And plus, that's not the first time people have been back there where the CDs and stuff are kept. There are plenty of people that have been back there. Plenty of Kmart employees that were back there before and stuff like that. And we've never had to do that. Like, why now? Like, why now? Like, why now? So yeah, she spoke to my sister at first and stuff, and she was like, "You have to pay for those back here. I mean, you have to pay for that back here." And then she seen that I had the concert DVD, and she was like, "That too." And then I think either we put our stuff back and went to go find my dad or whatever. I think we did that. I'm not sure. But yeah, I remember. Yeah, I think we did that. We put our stuff back and went to go find my dad and stuff like that. And we went to go find my dad. And I think my sister spoke first. She was like, "Daddy, this lady said we got to pay for our stuff back there and stuff like that." And you know, us with my dad, he had went back there with us and stuff like that. And had questioned the lady about what we had told her and stuff like that. And when my daddy came back there, like, if anybody watching this video knows my dad in real life, y'all know my dad is very intimidating, to say the least. He's very intimidating without even saying anything. When he walks in the room, like, you can feel his presence. Like, my daddy don't play. He the nigga you don't want to fuck with. Like, my daddy's that nigga you don't want to fuck with. Like, he don't play. He don't. So yeah, like you can feel my dad's presence when he walks in the room. Like you can feel his presence. So she felt his presence like once he walked up and stuff like that. And for some reason, when my dad had walked back there, she changed her tune, and me and my sister were able to walk out with the DVDs, pay for them at the cash register, and then go on our merry way home. And let alone, what the fuck you mean? Like, you gotta pay for those back here? Bitch, in case you haven't noticed, I was like I think I was like in 3rd or 4th grade. I was like, what, 9 or 10 years old then. And I think my sister was like in 9th or 10th grade. She was like, what, 14, 15 years old then. Me and my sister were two broke bitches. Like, unless we're Bill Gates kids, if Bill Gates has kids, unless we were like fucking Bill Gates kids or one of the Huxtables from the Cosby Show kids, like, how the fuck we gonna pay for this shit? The fuck? Unless you want us to go to the damn food court and wash some damn dishes or some shit and come up with some money to pay the shit, like, the fuck? Like, fuck you me. Like, it's not that we had a problem with paying back there, it's just we've been getting CDs from back there, and people have been back there multiple times, and we have never had to pay for those CDs and DVDs and stuff like that back there. It's just at that particular moment when we were back there, we had to pay for them. Like, why? I wonder why. Like, I wonder why. Maybe if we were white, the situation would have been different. Who's to say? But, yeah. Or that just as well, looking at it like this, that just as well could have been like a new policy they implemented or some shit like that. But who's to say? I don't know. I'm sticking to the fact that me and my sister were racially profiled. I'm sticking to that story. So yeah, that's just about it for this video. Like always, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and let alone, I just want to say this. Me and my sister, when we went to stores and stuff like that, when we went to stores and stuff like that, and my dad let us go off to get what we wanted and stuff like that, let me say it like this. Me and my sister have never stolen things out of stores ever in our lives. Like, we always got what we wanted and went to go find my dad so he could pay for our stuff. Like, we were not thieves. We never stolen out of stores. So, honey, with that standing at the end of the damn aisle watching us and stuff like that while we getting our shit, like, that was not called for, lady. Like, we're not thieves. Just because we black don't mean that we steal. Like, honey, I've been in stores and I've seen white folks steal. I've seen Mexican people steal. I've seen Asian folks steal. Like, stealing is not just a black person thing. It's a human thing. It's an anybody can do it kind of thing. Hell, when the damn Walmart in Sylvester, Georgia had first got built and stuff like that, hell, there were reports of, there was a report of a person stealing a big ass TV and stuff like that out of Walmart. And guess what? They were white. That's a prime example. So, yeah. That's just about it for this video. Like always, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. I'm going to insert my social media handles over here as well in the description box down below. So feel free to add and follow me on those. Also, don't forget to turn on post notifications because if you don't, what's the point? Anyways, peace out, bitch.